Friday night, Macgruder and Loud, two very friendly cops.
They say you're a good cop.
Freeze under arrest!
Oh, no way, forget it! Get her, she was gonna kill me!
Not today, that's an empty shotgun.
Empty.
Must have reloaded.
Hi, miss, can you just step around the back of the car, please?
Why doesn't he arrest her?
For Macgruder, the fun's going to stop when he becomes a target for murder.
Why did we get this call?
Murder, mystery, suspense. Friday night.
The weekend's just begun. I've waited for this moment.
The night is gonna be just right. Everything's feeling M&M's. That M&M's feeling. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth.
Not in your hand.
Pure milk chocolate joy.
New M&M's, pure milk chocolate or pure milk chocolate with peanuts. All covered in a crisp, colourful shell, so the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
M&M's. Capture that M&M's feeling.
New M&M's, the milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
I'm Ben Squires from Loughborough. I'm a technical apprentice on the YTS. When we started with the company, we spent 3 weeks in each of the departments. I decided to do my training in the electrical section. I've learnt a lot of practical skills and communication skills, and I've also been doing a BTEC course at college. When I started, I was very shy, but now I've come out of my shell a bit. I've learnt a lot of things on the YTS, and it's all relevant, and I think I've done quite well. A good introduction to work would be a very good way of putting it, and I think it's a very essential thing to do. And that's why I agreed to be an advert for the YTS.
The best advertisement for YTS is the people who've done it.
Imagine what it would be like without television. Imagine what it would be like without music. And what would we do without the table lamp? I think we'd probably manage.
At daybreak in Tetley Town, the tea folk are woken by Clarence Clatterbucket, the waker-upper. Well, we have to work long hours to quench Britain's thirst for Tetley's traditional blend tea bags. With that quality blend and those 2,000 perforations, all the flavour floods out. Bet it's what helps you get up early, Clarence.
Right. There's no better cuppa for a waker-upper.
Tetley bags all the flavour.
It was a day like any other. The day they had fish for tea. Everything seemed normal until... New Findus Crostinos. Delicious cod chunks covered in a crunchy coating of tasty potato chip sticks. They were a taste of the unexpected. And what happened that day would change meal times forever. New Findus Crostinos. The unexpected fish from Findus.
The signs are unmistakable. A change is taking place. More and more people are having their first taste of Nutrasweet, the remarkable sweetening ingredient that brings the sweet taste you love to all kinds of good things, with only a fraction of the calories. Look for Nutrasweet in your favorite products. Nutrasweet, the taste the world is turning to.
All this week, you can save £5 having your leather, suede or sheepskin professionally cleaned at your local Neil's. Neil's, throughout Devon and Cornwall.
Tuesday at 8, an estranged father, separated from his family, makes a plea from the heart.
I want to come back into their lives.
Don't do this. Don't make promises you can't keep. Please respect how happy we are, okay?
I don't think any of you has ever seen the good side of me. What's the matter? This is very good champagne. Look at this. Watch. To new beginnings.
A fragile hope for the future. John Voight in Table for 5, Tuesday at 8 on ITV.
And later this evening, Arthur Daly again strains the talents and the patience of his minder when he decides to enter the glittering and rewarding world of pop. A Star is Gone is the only possible conclusion for the minder at 10:40 tonight. Now on TSW there, it's time for the national news.
The news from ITN.
4 British schoolboys are killed in the Austrian Alps. Their friends watch them plunge hundreds of feet. Found the missing body of newlywed Shirley Banks. And Spurs can't quite get to grips with the London derby. Good evening. 4 British schoolboys have fallen to their deaths high on the Austrian Alps. They were in a party from Altwood School in Maidenhead, Berkshire. Tonight, the teacher in charge said they'd ignored warnings not to stray from the path. The whole party is said to be devastated. It happened during a mountain trek near the West German border. The boys were on the 6,000-foot Untersberg mountain above Salzburg when they slipped and fell over a precipice.
A rescue team with red stretchers could be seen around the bodies of the 4 schoolboys at the bottom of the Untersberg mountain around 4 o'clock today. It appears the boys had been scrambling about on the mountain side, lost their footing and then fell 600 feet to their deaths.
We only know that 6 boys who went on the end of the group slipped and lost their way, and they slipped 100 meters down the hill, down the mountain. But 2 boys could save herself.
The boys apparently ignored a warning not to stray from a set path. At the time of the accident, it appears their teachers were on another part of the mountain. The entire school party of about 50 had been staying at a youth hostel in Salzburg. A helicopter was soon on the scene and the bodies were taken into Anif. Police have apparently been questioning one of the teachers with the school party. Today's was the second major accident in 3 years involving schoolboys from the Thames Valley area. On a bank holiday in 1985, 5 children from Stoke Poges out on a school walking trip were swept to their deaths at Land's End. After this tragedy, a 22-point plan was drawn up urging teachers to supervise such trips more closely. This has been one of the worst winters ever for accidents on mountains. Even before today's tragedy, 7 Britons had been killed while on skiing or climbing holidays.
In the last few minutes, the schoolmaster in charge of the ski party has been speaking to ITN from Salzburg.
It's very dangerous to go outside the poles because in some places there are steep slopes. But unfortunately, 6 children decided that they would go outside, and they played around in the snow sliding near the path and then went a bit further from the path, and I think they went maybe 300 or 400 meters, I think, from the path. And there was a very steep slope which the 6 of them went down, and two of the children managed to grab hold of a tree and stop themselves, but the other 4 children went over the edge.
Family and friends have been waiting anxiously at the school in Maidenhead. Tonight, the headmaster gave his reaction.
I received a phone call from Austria.
Saying what?
That there'd been an accident.
Are you going to give a message to the school tomorrow, or?
Well, there is no school, you see, for...
when they return from their Easter break?
Yes, obviously.
And what will that message be?
I haven't got that far yet.
It must be a dreadful shock for everybody at the school.
Of course.
Police have confirmed that the badly decomposed body found in Somerset is the missing newlywed Shirley Banks. Her body was found yesterday near the village of Overstowe. She disappeared from her Bristol home last October, a month after her wedding.
Shirley Banks's body was discovered by a woman rambler looking for plants in a forest 10 miles from Bridgewater. The body had been dumped in a stream running through the bottom of a deep ravine. The whole area is now being searched for clues. Police believe she had probably been lying there for some time, but don't know when she died.
It is very difficult with regard to these matters to be specific, particularly where a long period of time has elapsed. Obviously, the closer to death a post-mortem takes place, obviously the more accurate indeed the pathologist can be. But when you're talking in terms of months, it is impossible to be specific within a period of time.
Shirley disappeared last October whilst on a shopping trip in the centre of Bristol. Later, her car was found resprayed in a nearby garage and a man was arrested and charged with her murder. Detectives in Bristol have passed on all their information to colleagues looking for missing estate agent Susie Lamplugh in London. She has never been found. Today's announcement ends 6 months of uncertainty for Shirley's husband, Richard. They had only just been married when she disappeared. Robin White, ITN, Bridgewater.
A man will appear in court in London tomorrow charged under the Official Secrets Act. Art dealer Mr. Erwin van Haarlem was arrested at his North London flat on Saturday. Special branch detectives have since been carrying out a search of the building. The American Secretary of State, Mr. Schultz, says he's delighted with the progress made during his latest round of talks with Israeli leaders. Mr. Schultz wants backing for his plan to hold an international peace conference as the first step towards direct Arab-Israeli talks.
The persistent Mr. Schultz is again trying to persuade the Israeli Prime Minister that his negative assessment of the US peace initiative is wrong. The rapport Mr. Schultz wants is as distant as ever, but that doesn't mean the peace shuttle is grounded. Israeli Foreign Minister Perez agrees that it's an opportune time to press on, but he only represents half the elected government. The Secretary of State appeared on Israeli television and engaged in a form of public diplomacy, attempting to convert more people to his ideas, ideas that look like a diplomatic long shot.
I wish you good luck on your mission. I'll need all the luck I can get.
A strike in the occupied territories was how Palestinians have been responding. And their underground leadership has called for a week of action to protest the US plans which oppose a Palestinian state. Opposition that resulted in more casualties today.
Police have warned of the dangers of wearing personal stereos after a teenage girl was raped in a Buckinghamshire lane. The 17-year-old who was listening to music was unable to hear her attacker approach. It comes just a week after schoolgirl Carol Baldwin was stabbed to death while listening to her stereo in a Northampton park. The youth is being questioned tonight about the killing. 10,000 CND supporters joined a demonstration against the government's Trident missile programme at the Aldermaston Nuclear Weapons Centre in Berkshire. Peace doves were fixed to the fence on the 30th anniversary of the original Aldermaston March. CND chairman Bruce Kent addressed the crowds, although others found more absorbing things to do. In Northern Ireland, it was the Loyalists' turn to launch their marching season after the Republican rallies yesterday. The Protestant apprentice boys, who marked the 1689 siege of Londonderry, led their bands in the biggest turnout for many years. Now, with a roundup of the bank holiday sports news, here's Giles Smith.
Manchester United manager Alex Ferguson and Kenny Dalglish of Liverpool were involved in a row after their teams drew 3-3 at Anfield this afternoon. Ferguson was furious when the referee sent off Colin Gibson and exchanged heated words with Dalglish after the match. Ferguson also criticised the referee. Now he could be in trouble with the FA. As for the match, it was a thriller. In 2 minutes, Brian Robson put United ahead. Then in the space of 9 minutes, Beardsley, Gillespie and McMahon made it 3-1. Soon after, Gibson was sent off and United looked doomed. But goals from Robson and Strachan gave the 10 men a draw. Elsewhere, Terry Wilson scored Nottingham Forest's goal at Portsmouth that keeps them in 3rd place. And Queen's Park Rangers go joint 4th with Everton after beating their former boss Terry Venables' new team, Spurs, 2-0. In an undistinguished first half, the nearest anyone got to scoring was when Rangers fullback Ian Dawes finally lost the ball, only for Spurs' Chris Fairclough almost to finish the job for him. 2 minutes into the second half, Rangers got what they probably deserved, Warren Neal finding a completely unmarked David Kerslake to make it 1-0. But 10 minutes from the end, Kerslake must have thought it was his birthday. A speculative long-range effort found poor Bobby Mims making a complete hash of things. He looked as though he wanted to climb under the Loftus Road carpet, and Venables must have been wondering why he just paid £375,000 for the former Everton keeper. Tonight's results: in Division 3, Sunderland 3, Chesterfield 2. Division 4, Hereford 0, Torquay 0. Stockport 2, Exeter 1. And Tranmere 3, Hartlepool 1. English Rugby's first Courage League Championship has gone to Leicester, who beat Waterloo this afternoon by 39 points to 15.
The climax to Rugby's first championship took a long time to arrive. Indeed, by half-time, it was Waterloo who were winning the battle. First, Molyneux found a big hole on the right, then coolly set about the whole of Leicester's other side on his own to level the score at 15-all. In the second half, though, Leicester threw off their big match nerves and fell back on pure attacking flair. Cusworth set things moving and hair-fed Evans to put Leicester out of reach. The rest was exhibition stuff. Leicester throwing the ball around like they've done all season. Bates finding Underwood switching inside. The England man flying away with both Waterloo wings in vain pursuit. The reverse pass finding Thornley for the inevitable score. Leicester's last was another classic, Cusworth setting it up again, but this one was a double act between Hare and Underwood. There was no point in chasing. With 9 wins out of 10 in the league, Leicester themselves have been just about unstoppable all season. The cup went on its lap of honour. Dean Richards, the man who dented the Calcutta Cup, was kept well away from it. Peter Staunton, ITN Sport, Leicester.
In the main race at Kempton, the Rosebery Handicap, victory went to joint favourite Foos. The Paul Coltrane gelding broke free of the big field with 2 furlongs to go, and although pressed by Sheer Nectar, the other joint favourite at 6-1, and Mr Pintips, he had plenty in hand at the finish. Princess Royal was hurt at Hereford when her horse Knock Nakeel made a mistake at the first fence. She got a slightly bloody nose, but looked only a little unhappy and came 4th.
And finally, you can get more of ITN from tonight if you happen to be in Gibraltar. ITN's World News on the Super Channel network already goes out to 26 countries. Gibraltar makes it 27.
News from ITN. And tonight, we welcome viewers in Gibraltar to ITN's World News.
That's ITN World News, chosen from tonight as the main evening news programme in Gibraltar. That's ITN in Gibraltar. This has been ITN in Britain. From me and the rest of the Eastern News team, good night.
And now look at the southwest weather. Indeed, the weather. A virtually cloud-free night, although becoming very hazy later on. Cloud in the east. Lowest temperatures 4 or 5 degrees Celsius. Around dawn, hazy and perhaps a little dull in the east again. But any cloud largely clearing in the morning to give another fine and quite sunny day, but with the fresh to strong northeasterly winds persisting, making it feel cool despite afternoon temperatures of 11 degrees Celsius.
A Radox bath will ease the strain. Yakety-yak!
Oh, my back.
Relax in a warm Radox bath with a unique blend of herbs and mineral salts.
Where'd you keep the powder, Mr. H? Although I doubt gunpowder will shift that lipstick.
Actually, Mrs. B, I use this.
Ariel Liquid?
Just rub a smidgen onto the stain.
Look, dear, I'm the lady who does. You're the person who doesn't. His idea of a cool wash is going down the laundrette in sunglasses.
But, Mrs. B, this is the state of the art. It's so advanced it even comes with its own washing machine, the Arielette.
I'll never get a full load in there.
Just fill it up, chuck it in with everything else, and whack it on low temperature.
I'll do it again when he's finished.
So it starts doing the biz, slap bang in the heart of the wash. There, Mrs. B, the whole wash cleaner than a clergyman's conscience.
Ariel Liquid, clean to the heart of the wash.
Incredible. It's even managed to clean up your image, Mr. H.
There's a lot more to Esso than putting quality petrol or diesel in your tank. There are quality gifts galore. Free with Tiger tokens. 1 token for every £6 of fuel you buy. New to the range, the sports bag, Sunday dish, Bush alarm clock radio, sports towel, Morphy Richards toaster, and Black & Decker strimmer. pick up a new catalogue and keep collecting at the Esso collection sign.
Maltesers, light, crispy magic caught in a chocolate bubble.
What a feeling! Beings believe it. I can have it all now. I'm dancing for my life. What a feeling! What a feeling! What a feeling!
Maltesers, the light, fantastic.
Oh, they come from all over the place. Some of them come specially, some just visiting the area. Over 100,000 came to the exhibition last year. They wanted to find out about British nuclear fuels, like the fact that we supply the fuel for Britain's 18 nuclear power stations. Facts you can find out at the Sellafield Exhibition Centre. Come and see us. Just drop in.
Just don't all come at once.
Have you heard about the spectacular ABI Caravans 1, 2, 3? Top quality, best backup and amazing offers like these.
Minimum £1,000 part exchange allowance on 88 ABI Tourers. Spectacular offers on hundreds of new season's ABI Caravans. £50 cash bonus offer from Mercantile Credit. Ask for details.
ABI's 1, 2, 3 adds up to a great combination. That's why they're everybody's favourite caravans.
Ashburn Caravans, Chuley Road, alongside the A38, Ashburn, Devon.
A battle between two rivals. The prize, power, money and love.
I should never have used you.
There are compensations for being brought up the hard way, but...
Oh, well, you should know, old boy.
Gentlemen and Players, next Sunday at 7:45 on ITV.